Greetings, everybody. RPG Grandma here with Warriors of Mars, notes on personality figures. John Carter. As the finest swordsman of two worlds, John Carter is unbeatable by either Barsoomian or Justsumian. His prowess, however, goes beyond those already noted in the rules. First, the warlord has exceptional telepathic powers, so that while he can read the minds of all but the most careful Barsoomians with ease, they cannot pick up a single thought from John Carter. Additionally, he is able to sense animal thoughts, so when John Carter is on guard, no stealthy approach will serve while White Ape or Banth surprise him. John Carter is also very strong, even by Earth standards, and on Mars, this becomes exceptional strength. One might blow of his fist will drop a huge green Martian dead in his tracks. Although he seldom uses his deadly fist, they are a weapon of great power, and their potential has never been charted. That is what the book gives us. Now, we already talked that he's the most powerful level, all that you can get in the game, in the rules. There's some things about John Carter I'm going to add. Okay, finest swordsman on two worlds, that's in parentheses. That is how he presents himself, and he is very good. But he is also Superman on Barsoom. When he was on Earth, you get the feeling that he might be good at stuff, but he's definitely in more mortal danger on Earth than he would be on Barsoom. Jassoom is the Martian name for Earth. Yes, the Barsoomians cannot read him, and as he acclimatizes to Barsoom, it becomes obvious that even though there's a lot he has to learn on Barsoom that he doesn't know, including the language, he picks it up way too fast, way too easy. So yes, he has some telepathic abilities that I would agree with. He can kill a white ape, which is huge. Green Martians are basically giants. So he can jump over, he is the original Superman. He can jump over a building in a single bound kind of thing. The abilities of an Earth person on Mars are huge. On the other hand, he's also apparently immortal, calling into question really who is John Carter, because he can't even remember his childhood. He has family, he has relatives, but they all seem to be normal. So how, on Earth, how he fits into that family, there's a lot of questions about him and whether or not he's even actually from Earth. Like, who is he? He is an ex-Confederate soldier in the novels. That is why he is okay with so much that goes on Barsoom. He's like, wonderful. What a wonderful civilization. Unless some of those things are happening to him. And this is why I call him a hypocrite. He's okay with slavery as long as he's not the one getting enslaved. Then things must change, But, he obviously has some redeeming qualities. But he's a bit of a liar. He talks about all the time how he's in danger well after the point that he knows he's in not any danger. But he's telling a good story, So he likes he likes to tell a good story. But he actually plays with his Martian victims, who are his opponents, and wears them down. He knows he's faster than them, and he's stronger than them, and he is going to kill them. And when he goes in for the kill, he always does it with a little bit of a smile. Yeah, it comes through in the books pretty good. Yeah. So John has his bad sides. He also has his very good sides. He believes in loyalty. He has, he does believe in rescuing maidens, and he will right wrongs. But he definitely is a warlord in the classic sense of the world. And he gets mistaken because of his complexion. All the Martians kind of like him because he looks to them like one of the elder ancients. So that's a little bit about John Carter more than what's in here. And I wanted to touch on that. Then our next human we get to look at is Ulysses Paxton as the second Jasumian to be transported to Barsoom. Ulysses Paxton confirms the fact that the average Earthman with a bit of military training and practice with a sword or rapier quickly becomes a formidable warrior upon Barsoom. Once the trick of using Earth-trained muscles in the lighter gravity of Mars has been mastered, what of his punches? ? So I don't think he punches anybody out on Barsoom. So yes, more than one Earther shows up there. more than one Jasonian. So, and then we have Carthoris. Having inherited much of the strength of his father, Carthoris is one of the most formidable warriors on Barsoom. His natural talent for swordplay, combined with his ability to jump and leap great distances, make his a match for any fighter save his father, John Carter. Again, what power does Carthoris pack in his fist? He never punched anybody either, now that I'm thinking about it. So he's half Red Martian and half human, which, again, the Earth humans who give birth a completely different way are apparently compatible with the Barsoomian, the Martian humans. And the genetic strength is passed at least partially to their Martian offspring. Now there's stuff in the there's one Tarzan story, and there's some other Edgar Rice Burroughs stories set on Earth that really call, when you talk about the Edgar Rice Burroughs universe, okay, that there's the big possibility that some Martians may have made it to Earth as well, that this is an older stock of because like Ulysses, I think also has like a memory issue too. I'd have to go back and check, but the older race that was on Earth. And that would tie into longer lifespans that we find in mythology and stuff like that. So this is interesting that we have these people who can move between planets. And we'll have to talk about how do people move between planets at some point. But so those are the three personalities I'm going to go over today. And then we'll get into the Martians. Have a great day and talk to you later. Bye.